Hello, you guys. How are you guys? Let's see. Hey, Violet. Hey, Anonymous. Hey, Janelle. Hey, Who Said What? Hey, Just Breathe, Joyce, Blind Fury. Hello, LFT. NT's Apple Bottom Jeans. Bella. Hey, Wuffy. Shortcake. Trulia. Hello. Let's see. Carol, how are you guys? Oh, man. I'm excited to talk about some of this today. I was, just looking to see what everyone was up to since Dawn had been released. And I found a few things that were kind of interesting. I actually clicked in Jody Sue's live last night, and the very second I clicked in, she started talking about like somebody who's accused her of being involved, accused her of knowing what's going on. And I've actually never heard her fully go at it like this. So I recorded that, and then I was like, oh, I got to talk about this. So then I did a search, and I found another really great little clip that we can watch together. Hey, Jay. How are you? So yeah, I think it's just keeping Summer's face out there. Dawn's released. We know I found something really interesting. Dawn gets released, and we heard there was a fire up on the hill at their house, and Jody Sue goes live that night twice with the bonfire as her thumbnail. So it's like, I don't know what kind of what in the taunting Ben Hill Road type of craziness is going on, but something. What are you guys up to? Your music in the beginning sounds like tanning salon. It's just the music they give us for free on StreamYard. There's like one other one I kind of like. This one right here. It's the rock and roll one. Let's see. But the rest of them are just kind of, I don't know. So it's like one of two choices I've got. Hey, Ava. Did you change your name? Reminds me of how pasty I am. Every time I hear Jody Sue, it reminds me of Cindy Lou Who beginning to ruin Dr. Seuss for me. Well, just like in Dr. Seuss, Ben Hill Road has its own cast of characters, and she is one of them. So, working from home, Violet, I hear you. That's where it's at. Okay, so maybe I should play what she said last night, and then we'll get into the video because that's just a recording on my phone. I actually did message Tim Mullen just to see, I said something about, are you guys doing any interviews or anything now that Dawn's out? And he hasn't said anything back. And then I shared a video this morning where JLR called out a specific newspaper down there and was like, why are you not reporting Don Wells is out? He's a dangerous criminal. This is what JLR said. He's a dangerous criminal. And even national news, agencies are reporting it, which they are. So why aren't you? And then, I don't know, maybe Tim Mullen is tied in. I know he's tied into some of the local media. I'm not sure exactly how far his reach goes. Tim. Oh, absolutely, Janelle. I'm never going to stop talking about her. Even if it's not the most popular thing, I'm never going to build my channel on just doing what's for views. Any YouTuber wants to get views, right? They want to get clicks. That's basically, it's how you grow. It's how you reach more people. It's how we get paid. But also I want to do it and feel good about myself at the end of the day. Right. So, I'm just never going to run my channel on just what's popular. Another thing, I never want to really censor myself over here. And that's tough with Google. I've not had any problems though. You guys know, I usually say I don't censor, and we kind of talk about anything, anything goes, and even into pretty gruesome stuff. And here lately, knock on, fake wood. Hold on. Here lately, I've not had any problems with Google. So, hey, Lady V, how are you? Today we are talking about summer wells. Oh, I love you guys, Janelle. Hey, Delana. We're doing summer wells. The neighbor has, the neighbor has always been Jody Sue, and we've done other videos on her in the past, like digging through her social media and things like that. She's got a ton of suspicion on, like, a lot of people are very suspicious of her. I kind of tend not to be as suspicious, but a lot of people are. So there are weird parts with her story, like she put mud on her so she wouldn't mess up the dogs when they were looking for Summer that first day, and cover what you want. Absolutely, Jay. And at the end of the day, like, I don't know. There's just a lot of different parts that like make you come to your decisions with how and what you cover. And I just think it could be easy to like lose sight of certain things, I commented on there. Our local news station reported he was released. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Thank you, Chrissy. I'm pretty good, Lady V. Thank you, LFT. Hey, Scallum. How are you? Good to see you. I barely ever drink, maybe twice a year, but my husband bought this whipped cream flavored vodka and I had a cotton candy bang, so I figured why not? Right now, oh my God, all that caffeine and vodka, does it taste good? That sounds like Red Bull and vodka and Hangover City. Hangover City. She always has something to say. Okay, so let's get into what she said last night. I'll play that first. She's pulling up. I want to play it from my phone just because I'm just wanting to play the audio. I don't want to play anything directly from her channel. I don't know, I don't have particularly anything bad to say about her, really. I don't want to, I want to be careful and not get struck by her. So, but the way that it starts on the screen, she has like a YouTube video pulled up, right? And I'm not aware of who the person is, but the person is basically saying that I guess they think she is the culprit or she knows who is. So for sure, hangover. I'm only having one. You have one and then drink a lot of water. You should be okay. Yes. Thank you, LFT. Definitely keep us posted on that. Okay. Ready?
She's not the main culprit, even if there's an accident, she knows. Because she feels that she's going to go talk to the FBI, make an appointment special with them so she can show.
Make an appointment special with them. I'm sorry. I'm so hick. I ain't got no room to talk. She feels she can talk to the FBI and make an appointment special with them. Okay, she reminds me of home. Okay, go.
From the video clips where she thinks it because of her heart and soul. She just knows that if I'm not the culprit, then I know stuff. All right, look here, you dumb bitch. Both of you.
Okay.
All right. There's a TV on FBI. They have my shit. All right. Quit this targeting harassment bullshit. Y'all are dumb as fucking rocks. All right.
So she says it's targeted harassment. Now, there's a lot of people very suspicious of her. If you're suspicious of Jody Sue, put a 1 in the chat. Because I don't tend to be as suspicious. Now, I think the parents are involved. But could it be multiple people or could multiple people be aware of things? And yes. Now, if you're suspicious of her being involved, put a 1, yes. I'm so happy to see you, Charlotte. Ooh, lots of 1s. That was more hick than we've ever heard out of your mouth. You have a fancy Southern drawl. I don't know if I'd call it all that, but thank you. Southern hell. Hey, Southern mountain girl. Okay.
But let's be real here. Y'all know this. You may not be able to be smart enough to know you're dumber than rocks, but, yeah. Y'all don't know. Come on now. Can the shit. Secondly, not a culprit, not responsible, and if I knew what fucking happened, we wouldn't have went past 6:09 p.m. on Tuesday, June 15th, because I've been like, hey, sir, hey, officer, hey, guy, hey, federal dudes, here's what happened, here's XYZ something.
So, I guess daily where I'm from. That's funny. Possibly Lady V. I think that she's just, I know that she has some health issues as well. And she also had like a surgery on her. Yeah, could be that.
No.
Probably on a lot of medication.
Obviously. So, anyway, but she feels it in her heart and her soul, this lean on me stumble biscuit eating ass. Wearing her damn eyelashes on her fucking forehead with her filters. She feels it in her soul. Right? This one, who is from the area, and has constant communication with our abuser.
Okay, wait, that was too far. So she directly addresses it. That was last night. As soon as I clicked on, I hear that, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to record that. Then I want to show you guys. This is, in this person, I'm going to share their channel. They actually like put the closed captioning on the video and make it so much easier. Sage Sleuth. Make it so much easier to digest. So you guys, here is their link. Let's see. Hey, Evil. Everybody pretty much is suspicious of her. I can't believe there was that many ones. There was like one and a half, which I guess I didn't say if you're not suspicious of her. It's just, I feel that her mother knows what happened to her, Summer. I do. I think that she knows. I wish that she would speak up. I don't know that it will ever happen. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. It's just the behavior that they've acted absolutely insane. I've tried to be fair with them, but, the pranks and the hoaxes and, I think Jody Sue even touches on that here in this video. We're going to watch the hoaxes. But also, it's like then Dawn goes to jail. Just everything. For so long, we wondered why she didn't speak up. But then she speaks up, and none of it's about Summer. When Dawn goes to jail, she spends so much time dancing and tiptoeing around that she barely ever gets to the point of anything. I know. And it's you can listen. I can listen to her for 15 minutes and walk away with like one sentence that I totally understood. Yeah, it is, Jay. Well, you guys, yesterday I was so pissed when I see Hunter's dad with the title. He has a YouTube live up with the title Q&A, but any questions about the case or my son, $5 Cash App. Wait, so you are just right there out in the open using Summer's case to get money in your Cash App. You don't know shit. This man lived in New York at the time. He wasn't even a part of Hunter's daily life. So, and I cannot. I hear that they're not speaking right now too. So I don't think he knows anything about anything that's going on. At least not firsthand. But yeah, Cash App $5 for hell. I cannot, y'all. I know. You can hear her fine when she's mad. Yeah, that was some bullshit. She just knows with Dawn getting out that people are going to be searching her name too. Well, regardless, it's good for Summer's case because it gets her face, out there again and in people's minds. She's still missing. She's been missing over 500 days, probably like 505 right now. I don't know. I keep track, but not like exactly. But I looked just the other day. Yeah, and says nothing. Shoo. I just couldn't believe that. I thought, damn, you're really, I don't know. That's messed up. But okay. See, Jody Sue started out doing Facebook Lives, and then she moved over to YouTube. But she was always doing live streams before the case. She wasn't doing them on YouTube, but and it wasn't every day. but she would still get on there and just like talk to her Facebook people. Okay.
For me, I'm not.
That's true. That's weird.
For someone, I mean, like, I've watched C do some horrendous shit and try to fuck with me and do sit up.
She said she's watched Candus do some horrendous shit. Huh.
Type shit. I firmly believe done in there before I ever left there and didn't realize it. And then here for sure, and false hoax calls that took real agents off her daughter's case.
The false hoax calls took real agents off her daughter's case. I'm so glad that this YouTuber, Sage Sleuth, put the words on the screen. Thank you. And definitely go over there and check them out after this stream is over, because much appreciated. I mean, we could look at the transcripts, but still, they just make it easy. And yeah.
Hoaxes across the board.
Hoaxes across the board.
And I don't.
The editing. She does say some pretty interesting stuff in this. Let me look at your chat for a minute. Has Don talked at all? I don't know. I mean, I assume when he was locked up, they probably really tried questioning. They had them separated. Now they're back together. I tend to go back and forth with Don, even if I know that he knows kind of what happened or not. Oh, I know, Dazed and Confused. I figured that's what you meant. To be in, I stick myself all the time. I don't know what that was about. Let's see. I'd tell y'all to go check out her Facebook, but you can't find her link. I suggest using Facebook Bar. Thank you, LFT. Oh, yeah. All of their Cash Apps, for sure. It's crazy to me. If the parents are involved, the TBI wouldn't have got them by now. They clearly aren't the sharpest tools in the shed. I just don't believe they could outsmart the police this long. See, for me, I look at it totally different way. I've heard a lot of people say that. I think they have street smarts like nobody's business. And they've been criminals, they've been criminals for a really long time. But until they find Summer, police are not going to be as quick to arrest, just like we're seeing with Quentin's case, because they need that evidence. It's tough. And in Quentin's case, let's think about this. In Quentin's case, they have potential video of her potentially putting him in a specific dumpster. We know that Billy Joe has said, yes, that's what they've said, but she hasn't seen it. We know the police have said they have specific evidence that places her, that the specific dumpster at a specific location and taken into trash by regular means. So they make it seem like they have video. Well, they still haven't arrested her. People wonder why they haven't arrested Dawn and Candus. I mean, they don't have video of what happened to Summer. Recently, we have those people with the, I wonder if Nana's Love ever did an update on that. The satellite people, but other than that, I don't know. I just think until they find her, yep, he got out this weekend and they're back together. Accident and cover up, in my opinion. That's a mess, that baby Quentin. I know, it really is. It's sad. I'm going to have an open panel today at 5:30. And we're going to talk about Quentin, about everything, the protesters, the text messages, the police, the press conferences, the evidence. They do have the evidence. They don't have the people who have spoken out. The fact of them speaking out. I mean, I want to talk about everything. I have some of my own thoughts and stuff as far as, we'll save it for then, but it'll be really good. Not just criminals, but Candus worked in the dang carnival. They have sleight of hand skills that typical people don't even know about. Good point. What the slash jag? What the slash jag? The police don't have enough evidence without a body. It's awful. Okay, let's keep listening. I still find it so interesting what the people that were so close to them. But Jody Sue in the beginning, she kind of came out speaking up for the family as if they like were getting, I don't know, like, yeah.
Watching what I've seen in the years, what I know back here, and what I've experienced, I've dealt with those people as neighbors. I'm telling you, what you're seeing ain't what you're seeing.
What you're seeing ain't what you're seeing. What do you mean there?
Okay.
What I've seen over the past few years and dealing with these people as neighbors, I'm telling you, what you're seeing ain't what you're seeing. Well, I was thinking, well, what are we seeing? But I don't believe she elaborated, if I remember correctly.
Not even close to what you think you're seeing. But I'm not gonna feel. Here's the thing, everybody's like, well, the kids come back to. Look, my point to where now I know that she was, what I believe.
Come on now.
All
Hey.
these others. And I believe that she was hitting Summer. I believe that.
Okay, hello, Broken Justice. Hey, Incognito Gypsy. Good to see you, ladies. And so yeah, she says, I believe, and then she says, and all these others believe that she was hitting Summer. She like I said, she does make some pretty interesting claims here. She pretended to be close, maybe for that 15 minutes of fame, but she realized she could continue on without them. Yeah, and she certainly has. Hey, Marshall, she has daily lives,
But, yeah, and there's things, it's like, there's things there. So for that type of abuse, I got 0 on it, and
she's making, abuse allegations against the family.
I don't want to hear somebody tell me that maybe that's their version of love, or care. They still do care or love in their own way. Man, it's like Andy beat me, or tell me you want to murder me, or trying to murder me, or literally like, hope you die, bitch. Whatever the hell it was, then turn around 3 seconds later and tell me he loves me. Right?
So she's saying, don't tell me they still loved him. Well, I mean, I guess it could be their own version of love. And then she relates it back to what she's been through. I've got to repeat it just in case you guys don't fully understand, but it's on the screen if you can read it. Some people aren't watching, though.
And the trombone says you miss you. But the thing is, that's their version of, right? They think they do that in their own ways. Maybe they do. Who the fuck really knows? But I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I hope the kids come back, and I hope that the house is. And I really do think in her own way, she cared because the boys really. I mean, she'd take them out, do activities. Yeah.
So she said she really does think that she's not going to say she hopes the kids come back. She really does think Candus cared. She would take them to do activities. She kind of says free activities, though, because Dawn controlled the money. But I want to take just a second and stop. And Woofy appreciates you summarizing. Just a second and stop and think about that. Candus did take them to do a lot of stuff. If you look at her social media, there were lots of pictures of the kids out at waterfalls, at different museums, at different things like that. So I don't know, what that means, but she did. Please do. Think of all the places that Summer was photographed with Candus. There are child trafficking hotspots. There were tourist attractions that employ the same people that are or were carnies. Ooh, that's a good point, Anonymous. Trafficking is a huge theory here. And could potentially, if that was the case, mean that the parents and the neighbor and many people are involved, local law enforcement. I mean, yeah. And that's something that I've thought about, and I think it's a potential possibility. If you guys haven't watched all on this case, I have a ton of videos on it, but if you look and see like my shorter videos, there's some short videos where I tried to summarize like my trip down there and stuff like that, because I actually went to Rogersville and viewed the home and the property and talked to some of the locals and that kind of thing. And that changed like my perspective so much. My opinion, she's a POS. Sorry, not sorry. You don't need to be sorry, girl. Okay, let's keep hearing her out. Oh, crap.
Free ones, because Dawn really was like always with the money, situation, and so she would find free activities, but a lot of that was to also run around herself, which I get
Also,
that too. You're trapped in a box, right?
Another thing that I do want to just touch on while we're here that I meant to say just now was, I wonder what the possibility is of them getting the kids back. Candus has stayed off social media. That, to me, that makes me believe she could possibly be getting cleaned up. CPS, I mean, their goal is to reunite families. And not only that, we've seen them put back with people who are actively abusing them. Wait, I seen a comment about the West Boys I totally missed. But right there is just, here it is. Why is it that the West Boys were never found, but the parents were still held accountable even though there was no body, but they can't do that for anybody else? Well, we know there that we have witnesses from the kids came forward and said, basically, our parents made us do it. If you read the paperwork from the court, that's what it reads like. So I think that's why they have, plus we have them, the West, they told this story of the kids getting out of the backyard, not realizing their house was filmed the entire time, and they straight up lied. It caught them in a lie. But that's a good point. No way in hell those kids will go back with mom. The general public will not allow it. There would be an all-out brawl or protest. Is potentially involved. I think this is deep, and H's dad whole story makes no sense either. Let me know if I go robotic or anything. I'm gonna press play.
Freaking abusers have you trapped in a damn box. I get it. But when I know that stuff wasn't best, and I know that I trust other people more than I trust them for sure, and they're telling me that they witnessed abuse and violence against someone and others. Nope.
So she says people that she trusts witnessed abuse against Summer.
I don't care how drunk you get on camera and say that, or that the house should be fixed up for, or returned to.
I don't care how drunk you get on camera, damn, and say, or that the house should be fixed up.
No, there. And I don't. Nope.
I don't have no empathy there. Nope.
And I really doubt that any of the kids will ever come back.
Okay, she says she doubts any of the kids will ever come back. I kind of feel that way, but then again, I don't know. After seeing CPS give custody of Harmony to Adam Montgomery, after seeing CPS, like, hell, Leilani, she had 3 babies and all of them tested positive. At that point, usually there's some kind of intervention that is like not a family agreement, but CPS intervening. So I don't know. Who knows what they'll do, to be honest.
But I don't doubt my community and neighbors and things. They say they were witnessing violence against Summer and the others, and maybe going where they did love, right? It's their own, even if like I said, that's not.
Here's the thing, though. We also have witnesses in Summer's case, her brothers, and we don't know what they've come forward and said. But there are 3 little boys who know what happened in that home every night and every day. And they also know what happened that day. Between Jody Sue and Andy, who would you think is more evil? I think Andy, for sure. I don't know. I just have, Dawn needs to build an outhouse. Hey, Hattie. The West boys have evidence that we don't know about. That's true, yeah. I think this case is such a circus that these kids will never be awarded back to them. It is a circus because in a lot of these cases become that, right? And when YouTube gets involved and don't forget, Don and Candus had YouTubers protesting at their work. They lost their job because of it. They had YouTubers screaming at them, "Where'd you bury your daughter? What'd you do to her? After you knocked her out, did this, did that." I mean, the most horrific stuff about Summer was said that just turned my gut. The same way with Quentin. Big agree on Andy. Big agree. No, I didn't open anything. I don't know what you heard. And told the things that were done to them also. Well, here's the thing. We had a YouTuber that come out that's local to there that was showing up outside some of these family court hearings, talking to people that Candus got a restraining order against. He said that these boys were horrifically abused and that they would never go back. And he made claims of abuse and like pimping them out type stuff. Hey, Angie, Lady V, we are failing our children, and that is a huge thing that I want to always keep focus of here, because every single case that we talk about, pretty much just about every case, CPS has stepped in but failed to protect the kids. So I get them having street smarts, but they're both alcoholics and called in blind drunk numerous times to various creators and still nothing. A man's drunk words are a sober man's thoughts. That's true. Like the fact when they ask what Summer's birthday is and they both say they don't know. Or like when he said, "I got 7 alibis and you ain't got none." Or when she says that she's been sticking to a script. So I don't know. I think they've had little slips drunk, if you think about it, maybe. Just, but I love hearing your opinion. Even if we disagree, I still really enjoy it. So thank you. I heard H was abused badly by an older woman. Well, that's pretty interesting. We know that Hunter and Candus were alone that day. They went swimming to hang out with Summer. Okay. And Candus had some really interesting comments on his social media. It just, I don't know. Things do not add up there. To me, I believe that there was inappropriate relationship there. You don't go hang out with, as a 30-some-year-old woman, you're not hanging out with a teenager. Yeah, they didn't, Angela. I think maybe they do, but they just like were drunk and couldn't think of it off the top of their head, or I don't know. But they didn't know her birthday. There's so much stuff. Dawn says like she loved candy. Always stop and get her candy. That was her favorite thing. They're like, "What's her favorite kind?" He's like, I don't know. I mean, I just grab kind of whatever, or I forget what he says, but he don't know. Like, that's me remembering it. I don't know his exact words, but that's what happened. What's her favorite kind? And he like doesn't know. So I don't think he was work at all that day. Well, at one point he actually is doing an interview where he says he says it like he slips and says it as if he was at home. So it's possible. Or it could just been like an accident and misspeaking. They're not like publicly trained, you know what I mean, to speak. Like a reality show, yes. Yeah, what kid doesn't love candy? It's yes, it's the only thing he knows about kids. Gypsy. Whenever I bring Summer and Donna, she like dirt. Oh, yes, okay. She loved to twirl, and I mean, oh God. And I will not forget that phone call that God, I wish we had it somewhere close to listen to, where Don is giving his explanation of what he thinks happened to Summer, to Ernie Shell. And then it's replayed for Candus, and she's floored. She basically says, "Holy shit, I can't believe he said that. Like, he's my husband, but honestly, I don't even trust him." Good morning, Sandra. I'm not sure it was only the drink causing him to forget birthdays, etc. Yeah, there was definitely other substances involved too. Okay, let's keep playing her. I need to do a search and see if I can find his little recorded call of his theory while we're listening to her. Hold on.
And then, I understand the pressures, one's under, whatever, and then.
Who's under pressure, Jody Sue?
Substance abuse first. Who's
under
there?
Sorry, y'all.
Since last year. But,
the graphics.
Maybe some of that is reactive violence and things from her own abuse, right? Could very well be.
I found it, you guys. Yes, we will listen to this before we go today.
Because let's be real, these monsters do. You got to find ways to survive them, I guess, or outlast them, or and they very much, especially think the periods around them, you can and will get rub off some varieties, but generally not violence, right? But maybe.
Okay, I got it, but still listening to.
She was led prior, and who knows what the truth that is? Because, like I said, Jello, right? But
substance abuse certainly played a role in everything that happened to Summer, and in a lot of the cases, everything that happened to Quentin, right? Harmony. We have Oakley Carlson. It does. I think that if you're using hard drugs, you have no business having custody of a little child. However, that is no excuse, and to me, yeah, it does. Oh, shakes her fist. Hello. Hey, Bish Vlog. It's meth country where they live. Yes, it is. And there are talks of, oh my gosh, I saw Nana's Love got an email from a local who was talking about like a theory that was being passed around locally. And you remember how Candus got all upset over that cornbread mafia comment on Dr. Phil? Well, they said that like Candus, Dawn, and some of their friends were in with some white supremacist type, not gangs, but what do you call that? Whatever, groups. So maybe that's possibly what got her so upset on that, and it's possible. I don't know. Let's see. I cannot wait for you guys to hear this with Don Wells, his theory, if you haven't heard it. But I still want to play a little more of this, what Jody Sue has to say. You guys are going to be disgusted.
And that's whatever, but that whole lot of things in place, counseling this there.
Maybe I should speed it up a little bit.
Maybe she's angry at Dawn and takes it on the kids, type of shit, right? She don't know how to. She's never had a healthy environment.
So she's saying Candus has never had a healthy environment. She's has a lot of substance abuse, a lot of abuse in general, and maybe she's been angry at Dawn and has taken it out on the kids.
Right.
Okay.
Her whole life.
No healthy example.
No. What I'm telling you, there's just too many, including A too, that say that they're mean to, and that I'm just look. It's too much of a risk and chance for me to ever put them back there in that situation.
Too much of a risk to ever put those kids back in that situation. I don't disagree. But let's not forget, remember, you guys, Jody Sue also came out with claims. She came out with those claims that people were selling them drugs knowing that they were using them on the kids to put them in bed and to drug them and stuff like that. Don't forget about that.
And the boys were handed over me. So, well, they're in a better place. It really was just like watching when they dumped dogs in the church or wherever else up and down the roads all the time. It was no different, really. I mean, there was some sadness. I think the one day Candus really did seem down about it, but
oh wow,
I see more emotion there with the loss.
She compared Candus's emotion when the boys were taken to when you dump a dog off down the road. By the way, don't do that. If you're dumping dogs at churches and off down the road, don't do that. I know it can be hard when the pound is full and shit like that, but just please don't do that. Sorry, you guys. FedEx is here.
In ways, but now, so many things are in play.
Oh, Gypsy, that's so sweet.
Very much a victim of non abuse, and that's fact. You got paying attention to all these.
She says,
things and the way he treats and talks to and all that. I mean, very much is.
She says that Candus is a victim of Don's abuse.
Same behavior,
that she not only she says you can tell from panels and stuff on YouTube, but she's seen it herself. She's seen bruises. She's seen behaviors that are abusive.
After all the years, you always hear the kids, Dad's being mean to Mom again. It's never Mom's doing whatever again today.
Wow. She said over the years you would hear the kids claim Dad's being mean to Mom again. That is so sad. Don't forget, Jose did the interviews on YouTube. There's a lot that's happened. I remember it all. And he came out and he said that he has walked in on Candus on top of Don. So, but we're hearing Jody Sue's side. So let's.
Always Dad's being mean. You can hear it. You can see it, man.
And you could hear it and you could see it, man. That is heartbreaking.
Well, that's the thing.
Those poor babies.
Each one of the kids exhibited traits of the same too.
Oh no, I don't know what she said, Lisa.
I know for a fact there was drinking the entire time. Summer was, in utero. But we didn't know. None of us knew she was pregnant.
Did y'all hear that? This is the part last night I was like, oh no, I'm definitely doing this. She said, I know for a fact there was drinking the entire time Summer was in utero, but we didn't know. None of us knew. She says she just shows up with a baby. And then like a few days later, a text like, hey, I had a baby. And I'm like, yeah, I heard. Listen to this.
It's exhibited traits of the same too.
This is so sad. Poor Summer.
And I know for a fact there was drinking occurring the entire time. Summer was, in utero. But we didn't know. None of us knew she was pregnant.
Oh my God.
So they come carrying her little car seat in a snowstorm.
Till they come carrying her little car seat in a snowstorm. She's born in February. How sad.
The whole community was like, huh?
The whole community was like, huh? We just seen her 2 months ago drunk as hell. That is crazy and heartbreaking for Summer.
I got those messages posted over on my Facebook. Like that exact moment in time. It was I and other neighbors and then because they're like, did you see this shit?
That is.
I was like, what shit? And they're like, they just come in carrying a car seat. holy shit. And then it took her a few days to finally be like, oh yeah, we got a baby over here. I was like, yeah, I heard, but I didn't know. Didn't want to be nosy.
See, oh my God.
You
I
know?
just, poor baby.
Drone, I am absolutely in no way reaching out to her. I have no need to speak to her again for the rest of my life.
So someone tells her that she should reach out to her, and she said, I don't need to speak with her again the rest of my life. Listen, she said,
not for any reason. I'm a one and done type of person. That was too much, and this has literally got to do with her own missing child, and then to traumatize mine, to screw with me and mine, to do set up shit, waiting on money instead of summer, trying to have me check.
says that, not only because she don't want to talk to her because of the stuff with Summer, because of the way her kids were treated, because her kids spoke out and said they heard a scream when Summer went missing, and they were publicly kind of put out there, said something all that money instead of Summer. I don't think she said wink not. I don't know what she said there, but choosing money over Summer.
Change stories, also the shit that was done. Hell, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. She's a big girl.
Mm-mm.
And all her playing and all her bullshit and all that led to whatever. And I'm sorry, not sorry, but the first day, instead of all the nonsense, it could have literally been as simple as, look here, officers, I know everything is hot shit in our past. I know DCS about what, but please just help us find someone. Just tell them the truth, even if it meant the other four, even if it meant everything was gone, even if it meant jail time, even if it meant anything, just to get Summer safe. And
I'm with her. I'm 100% with her.
Do whatever it took. You literally should have just stood up and been like, here's the truth, here's whatever. But instead, then to be more interested in playing games.
And that's my problem with the parents. I'm sorry, but I'm with Jody Sue 100% here. These parents, I tried so hard to be fair towards them, even when things look suspicious, even when within 1 minute, both of them tell two different stories about, about Summer's hair being shaved, even though they give the wrong descriptions in the beginning, even though so many things were shady. But it's the games, the lies, the hoaxes, the pranks. You're going to pretend to be devastated that Dawn's been arrested, and I don't know. I don't appreciate that. Wherever Summer is now, hopefully it's a better place. These people are not even human. Well, speaking of that, Lady V, I believe so, and I think a lot of people think that. And Lady V, hold on to your britches, because anybody in here who hasn't heard this, or if it's been a while, I'm going to play what Don said that he thought happened. And it is absolutely disturbing. And I remember, Don just got out. Well, when he went to jail, this was released and played for Candus. And she said herself that she did not trust or believe him, and she couldn't. So I'm going to pause this here, and we can always come back to it. We really got through all the stuff I wanted to, the drinking in utero, just the main things. So I'm going to stop sharing that. Now, this is Summer's dad saying this shit. Let's just remember that. And trigger warning. And thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it so much. And thank you to my mods. Okay. So I found this on the channel 10 that has 103 subscribers. It's loud. I'm going to drop the channel in the chat. This way you guys can go back and listen, or if there's other things, you can check it out. Let's see, copy. Okay. Why is it? Oh, it's loading on there. Or are we loading? Hold on.
Only a predator would come up here and take our daughter. This is not going to be somebody like, oh, I love you, Summer, and I just want to save you from a bad situation.
I always found that really interesting. And who just said the same thing? Leilani. Leilani and Dawn are saying the same thing. Oh, maybe somebody just wanted to save them. Save them from what? Why would you ever think that? I know damn sure if my kids get taken, it's not because somebody wanted to save them, because ain't nobody going to treat them better than I do. So that's weird. Hey, Teresa, good to see you. Hey, delicate doll. Okay.
90% of the time when someone takes a little girl or whatever, or boy even, it's for 90% of the time is because they're predators. So it's just not good. Somebody has hurt.
I'm sorry, you guys. Oh my gosh, that's...
Probably
Wait.
sexually.
Let me turn down the quality just because it might make it go faster. We don't even need it to be good at all. We just need the sound, really.
Maybe beat the fuck out of her, probably killed her.
Okay, wait, hold on. Listen to that. Yes.
Because they're predators.
It's still doing it? I'm sorry, you guys. I should have just played it from my phone.
It's not good. Somebody has hurt her, probably sexually, maybe beat the fuck out of her, probably killed her. Let's be realistic.
Is that not one of the most awful things you could ever hear come out of the mouth of, I mean, oh my God, I just, you're stringing popcorn? Aw. How cool. I know, Lady V. That is so, oh my God, I just, like, I will never forget this. I'll keep playing some. I forget, like.
This ain't gonna be good.
This ain't gonna be good?
All the pressure and YouTube and the TV.
Oh, Delicate Doll, I love your new name.
Shows and everything else. They probably wanted to get rid of the evidence and they probably killed her. I mean, let's be realistic. Oh,
Oh my God. I cannot with this man.
Beautiful.
But it's so interesting to hear. I didn't realize that was both on the same call. Him saying that somebody wanting to take her and put her in like a better situation, get her out of a bad situation. I'm sorry, but that's not going to be my thought at all if one of my kids goes missing. So that tells me, what, are you mistreating her? Is she not getting the life she deserves? And the same with Leilani. She said the same thing. Not something a loving father would say. I know. I don't know. And good to see you in Xantor. Anyone know what Lawson's son was up to that day? No, I do not know. And I'm interested in that. I'm interested in law enforcement, period. If there was some sort of trafficking going on, it's not, oftentimes law enforcement on some level is involved. You know? So.
She's a beautiful little girl, man. Yeah, I mean, she's very beautiful. Very beautiful. You know, what's strange is she looks like my sister.
Hearing him say the way he says, very beautiful, I don't know.
She looks so much like my sister. That one picture of her where she's in my, I had her own,
Yes, that's true. He's also said he has been places where they sell kids. Also, it's rumored that he was gonna, like, had mentioned selling one of his previous children. What was the story behind that? I think he maybe even I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't want to get it wrong.
Black truck. I always took her to the store. Like,
yeah, witch sister. That's what I was thinking. Come on now.
I say, Summer, you want to go? She's like, yeah, let's go. And but she ate some chocolate. She has that dirty face, so she gives out a funny little look, you know. And you've probably seen that picture, but she looks just like my sister. It's so weird. She looks just like my real sister, Sonia.
Sonia, okay.
Sonia.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She looks just like my sister. Oh, man. I love her with all my heart, bro. I'm lucky. So, oh my gosh. Such different days. I work with the people up there. Now they're all getting good time. All of them. Dude, I feel for you, bro. I got fired today. Did you know that? I didn't know that. What happened? Yeah, I got fired today because people are sending my boss's wife are sending all kinds of hateful stuff to her Facebook account, and they're tearing her up. Man. Well, Don, you have to be able to work and support your family. We know that.
Said he got fired because people were sending his boss awful stuff. Now, I think this was after they got fired from the job protesting, but maybe it's something different. When they got fired from the job protesting, he still had his job, like, with the company. They just lost that specific job because of the protesters.
Yeah, well, I don't have no family left no more. I have nothing left to lose no more. What are you saying?
She also said her and her husband almost bought his daughter.
No, I'm not giving up. Then you got something to lose then. Serious? Then you got something to lose then, bro. But listen to what I'm saying. But I don't have nothing left to lose. I lost two of the biggest builders that we have because of people sending my boss's wife on her Facebook account some of the most horrific stuff that you can even possibly imagine. That's bullshit. You know, the most important thing you lost right now is your daughter, huh?
Yeah, no shit.
Well, okay, even if my daughter comes back,
thank you. The most important thing you've lost is your daughter. Who gives a damn about the job compared to her, like, on comparison? Thank you. I love that. Glad he said that.
I'm a nobody no more. Well, yeah, I think that. Well, no one that needs God. You got to pick up. But there's also angels. You go to the right side.
I'm going to.
You, me, everybody we have.
I want to just replay that first minute or two, and then I'm going to let you guys go, since we're going to come back this evening and do a show about Quentin and everything that's went down over the weekend, over last night, today, and in the past. I actually reached out to the Chatham County, not sheriff, chief of police. And so I'm waiting to get a call back from them as well. And they pushed me through to, like, his secretary after I talked to the person up front. So I think I may get a call. I just want to, I know I'm not going to, like, get any major information, obviously, but I have a question or two I have to ask. Maybe by the time we come back, they will have called back. Okay.
You know, if there was some, you know, and it's got to be a predator. Only a predator would come up here and
oh my geez.
Take our daughter. This is not going to be somebody like, oh, I love you, Summer, and I just want to save you from a bad situation. 90% of the time when someone takes a little girl or whatever, or even, 90% of the time is because they're predators. So it's just not good. Somebody has hurt her, probably sexually, maybe beat the fuck out of her, probably killed her. Let's be real.
I mean, how do you just say that just like that about your baby? Yeah, somebody's hurt her sexually and probably like beat the fuck out of her. What the hell, Dawn Wells? Oh my God. Let me see. Jay, I actually have some really cool ones right now that are pink. They're called Blazy Susans. Blazy Susans. Let's see. Yeah, I have a doctor's appointment also today here in a little bit. And then I have to get the kids. And then, yeah. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Well, I just love you being here. Puff, puff, pass. For sure, when we come back at 5, you're gonna need that. If you smoke them, if you got them, smoke them, or smoke them if you got them, whatever they say. Thank you guys for coming to listen to me ramble and talk about Jody Sue. I just want to keep, talking about summer when the opportunity presents itself. I'd seen a few new things. I know Dawn's recently released. So, yeah, I hope and pray that Dawn will get Summer's face back out there. I messaged today also. I've been a busy girl. I also messaged Tim and asked him if they were planning on any interviews. And I said, I would love to see Summer's face be back out there in the public everywhere again. She deserves that. We know that Candus has never really pushed for that. Even when she started speaking out all over YouTube, when Dawn went to jail, it was never about Summer hardly. Oftentimes, Summer was a topic that was avoided. And so Dawn has really been the person who has kind of pushed Summer's name out there, doing all the social media stuff. And I'm hopeful that that will happen again. I will say I'm more inclined to think he doesn't know what happened after his stint in jail. Ooh, really? Like, you think he would have folded from being in jail? Or I thought it was a sister story. Oh, thank you, Lady V. You're so sweet. And I'm so thankful that you're here, and I love you being here. 1111 on suspicion. Oh, thank you, Delana. I so appreciate you guys. I love you guys coming and just hanging out with me. And yeah. I wish I could use those, but I'm all by myself. That's okay. Hey, whatever works. All right. I will let you guys go. Go have a good lunch and have a good day. Go outside. Put your feet on the ground. Take some fresh breaths of air and all that kind of good stuff. And then join me back later today. I hope to see you guys later. I love you so much. I hope that you guys, there's some awesome channels in the chat too. Decipher Podcast, Criminality. I know Danny B does some stuff on her channel, and I cannot think of with someone. What is that channel name? You can definitely link it. Bye, Jay. Who else did I miss there? Anybody who has channels, you guys definitely share it. I don't think Punksy's in here, but she has a channel. Yeah, all that good stuff. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye. Lead with love. Me and Terry aren't working together anymore. Oh, no. Okay. Well, Danny B, you're welcome to come on here anytime if you want a place to run your mouth. Nothing bad happened. Just, that's okay. Life happens. All right. Love you guys. No, I didn't. Bye. See y'all later.